Hey sports fans, Anthony Avillo here, North Hudson Regional Fire and Rescue. FDIC coming up. Just a few short months before you know it, it'll be here. We'll be hanging out and all of the cool places out in Indy, beer mug case study, and all the other cool stuff that goes with that. Talk today about my workshop. They don't allow me out in the field anymore, so I'm inside in the workshop. But fortunately for you, hopefully, going to be presenting a class called, what is my class? Fireground, Fireground Control, Managing the Hard Environment. We're going to talk about the difference between a soft and a hard environment. We're going to talk about it from the incident commander's point of view, as well as what are expected of the people that are part of the Fireground management system. So the class is for like everybody. It's for all ranks. Because I always found that if you exclude firefighters and junior type officers from these classes, they don't know what they're supposed to be doing on your fireground. So the best thing to do is tell them before they get on the fireground. We're going to talk about command structure. We're going to talk about radio reporting. One of the big things we'll talk about is, of course, decentralization of fireground, putting people in places that you can't see so that you can have a good handle on those places and make much better decisions on your fireground. We're going to talk about additional alarm concerns. Different types of strategies. We'll get some UL stuff in there. Just a brief thumbnail rundown. Brief thumbnail rundown on that. If you didn't see my article a few months ago on managing from the streets, lessons learned in a UL study, take a look at it. We're going to talk about expectations and how your soft environment activities can be utilized to fix your and address the potential problems in your hard environment, because it's very difficult correcting things once the hard environment hits. So we're talking about your nothing showing environment as a soft environment. We're talking about training. We're talking about the firehouse. Let's face it, the hard environment. If you're not operating with a hard environment attitude in the soft environment, then when the real hard environment hits, you're going to have some big problems. So as an incident commander, as a platoon commander, my job is to make sure my people are ready, and that's your job too if you are a commander. So we're going to cover the fireground from beginning to end, speaking in an organizational manner. There'll be all kinds of other cool little stuff in there, all kinds of weird tangents, and of course we play some great rock and roll videos before I start to speak. And maybe a little Hanson Brothers, some Slapshot, and Bugs Bunny and all the other cool stuff, right? So the class is April the 20th at 1:30 in the afternoon in one of the ballrooms there, FDIC workshop. Be there, get ready, get set, and we are on our way to Indianapolis before you know it. All right, be safe out of there, or be safe out there, and we'll talk to you later in Indy.